In Year 10 Science, we're balancing chemical equations again. So what does it actually mean to balance a chemical equation? Let's have a look at the homework sheet. So in chemical equations, we need to make sure that we have the same number of reactants as we do products, because the law of conservation of mass says that matter cannot be created nor destroyed. So we need to make sure our reactions are balanced. We say it's balanced because we need to make sure that if we put them on our scales, we have it straight across. Now let's look at our first equation. We've got iron, chlorine, creating iron chloride here. The first thing I'm going to do is take a stock take of what I have as a reactant and what I have as a product, and then compare the two. I've got one iron on my reactant side, and I've got 2 chlorines. On my product side, I've got 1 iron, and I've got 3 chlorines. When I write things out like this, I can see that it's not balanced because my chlorine, I've got 2 as a reactant, but I've got 3 as a product. That means it's not balanced. To fix this, I can't change the number down the bottom because that changes what the compound actually is. All I can do is take multiples of this molecule here. So what that means is I can either have 2, or I could have 2 of these, which would make 4, or I could have 3 of these, which would make 6. Likewise, on my reactant side, I could have 1 of these, which is 3 chlorines, or I could have 2 of these, which would be 6 chlorines. And what you notice is that I could make 6 chlorines on this side and 6 chlorines on that side. I can make 6 chlorines on this side by putting a 3 here and having 3 chlorine molecules. I could put 6 chlorines on this side by putting a 2 here and having 2 iron chlorides. What that does is it changes the numbers down the bottom. Instead of having 2 chlorines, I've now got 6 because I've got 3 lots of this molecule. And I've got 6 chlorines on this side because I've got 2 lots of this molecule. It also changes how many ions I have, so I have to change that to being 2. And what you can see is now the iron is not balanced. I've got 2 ions on this side, but only 1 on that side. But I can simply fix that up by putting a 2 out the front here and having 2 of these iron atoms. What I've got now is a balanced chemical equation. It tells me that I need 2 iron atoms reacting with 3 chlorine molecules to form 2 iron chlorides. It's balanced because I have the same number of reactants as I do products. Let's look at the second problem now, and again I'll take a stock take. I've got 1 iron here and I've got 2 oxygens. I've got 2 irons here and I've got 3 oxygens. What's not balanced? I can see my oxygen's not balanced. I've got a 2 and a 3 again. I can get 6 and 6 by simply saying 3 of these changes that to 6 and 2 of these changes that to 6. This is going to change that one to 4 because I've got 2 times 2 is 4. And then over here, if I put a 4 here, I can then make that balanced. The crucial part here is taking a stock take of what I